what's going on, Added Gains? We're here in the gym, and Josh and I, we want to bring you guys a shoulder day. Now, we found out that we brought you a arm and shoulder day, but we have not just brought you a shoulder day. So today we're going to be going through how to grow your shoulders to get that 3D dimensional look. On, you got to train, there's 3 muscles in the shoulders. We got to train the front delt, the medial delt, and the rear delt, because you can't just train one without the other and decide and get that full looking shoulder that you're wanting. But before we start with our barbell press here, we're going to go ahead and do a warm-up. Now, I keep my warm-up simple. You'll see my warm-up, and here in a second you'll see Josh's warm-up. But what I like to do is I'm going to sit here, I'm just going to open up. I'm going to get some blood flowing. I'm going to do this for about 10 to 12 reps. And as soon as I'm done with that, I'll go straight into just bringing the shoulders up, getting the blood flowing. Now, your part of your warm-up is all about just getting that blood flowing, because we're starting with a barbell military press, and we're going to be lifting a decent amount of weight. But before you ever just jump into lifting heavier weight, you want to make sure that you're warmed up and that you got the blood flowing into the muscles, your ligaments and joints are warmed up. So 10 to 12 of those. Now we're moving on, just opening up the rotator cuff. We got all this blood flowing in there. You want to be warm, because if you go into the heavy barbell presses and you're not warmed up, most likely you can get injured, or you're just not going to be primed to lift the heavier weight. So we're going to get warmed up here, and then we're going to take you through our shoulder routine to get those big 3D shoulders. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and start getting warmed up on the first exercise here, and that's going to be the military barbell press. Now, the reason we want to start off with this is because it's going to be our heavier compound exercise, and compounds are the best way for you guys to add growth, strength, and overall size to whatever muscle group it is you're training. So we're going to get warmed up here. We're going to do probably the bar, and then maybe a couple warm-up sets working, and then we're going to jump into a 12, 10, 10, 20. Now, the reason we're jumping to a 20 at the end is because we really just want to overload the muscles full of blood and just chase that pump towards the end. All right, guys, we're jumping into the first set of 12. But before we do that, I want to explain something to you guys when you're doing this compound exercise, because it's literally one of the best exercises you can do for growth. And I see so many people doing it wrong. So I want to make sure you guys are set up for success, and you're set up for the overall growth of your shoulders, and you're not just doing it wrong. Now, let me give you an example. When people do this exercise, they're just going to press like this. As you guys could see, everything was right here. When you're training like that, the only thing you're hitting is your front delt. Now, this is an overall shoulder workout to where when you're coming through, your head is coming through the bar. That's kind of what you want to pretend like. You're driving the bar through and your head's going through. So it's going to look like this. You guys will see it on this next set. But that's going to be able to hit your front delt, your medial delt, and even a little bit of your rear delt. That's why this is an overall mass builder for your shoulders, that compound exercise and what you want to be doing. So make sure you're not just here pumping in front and hitting everything in the front delt, but your head is kind of coming through. You're getting that full range of motion for the best results possible. Let's go. For the width on here, on the bar, what you want to be doing, this is what's comfortable for me. I feel like this is the best for your overall shoulder growth, staying in close so you can kind of keep those elbows kind of tucked on your way down. So I'll take my thumb right where the groove of your barbell starts, just as so, and that's what I'm going under. So, if you go a little closer, a little wider, it's gonna hit your shoulders at a little bit of a different angle. But if you go too wide, you're gonna start really flaring out. And if you go too close, it's gonna put a lot of pressure on your wrist, and you're gonna start using a lot more, triceps and stuff. So I like to go right about shoulder width, which is thumbs right at the groove. Try that out, see how it works for you guys. All right guys, moving on to the next exercise, we're gonna be doing some lateral raises. This is my favorite exercise for shoulder growth. And the reason I like this is because you really can target that shoulder, really isolate it, and really just force it full of blood. Now what we're gonna be doing here is the same rep format that we did on our barbell press. We're gonna be doing a set of 12, 10, 10, 20. So those first sets are really our nice working sets, and that set of 20s really just to burn them out, fill the shoulders full of blood, chase that pump. So let's go ahead and get after this. Let me show you real quick on a little secret that I learned on how to do this properly. So you'll see a lot of people do this, and they're taking them out here, and there's nothing exactly wrong with this. No, just go straight up at their sides. By doing that, you're activating a lot of trap work as well. Now, if you're only wanting to really target the shoulders, keep your elbows, pretend like you're dragging this weight up with your elbows. You're pulling up, and this is just gonna really isolate only your shoulders. It's like I'm dragging it up with my shoulders. The only thing getting worked here is my shoulders. And it just makes it quite a bit harder. So try that. Me and Josh, we're gonna go ahead, get after these sets, do it with the right form, focus on that mind-muscle connection, force the blood into here. This is what's really gonna help shape and give that that cut, that nice 3D look. Let's go ahead and grow some shoulders.
Okay, so now we got our set of 20. Basically, we're just gonna cut our weights in half, and we're gonna try not to die. Godspeed. All right, so now we're gonna move on to our alternating dumbbell presses. We're gonna do 3 sets of 10. So this is gonna be a little bit different from our standard press right here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna start out, and you're gonna have this position right here. Make sure you stand nice and upright, keep your core nice and tight, and you're gonna just press one dumbbell up at a time. You're gonna alternate. The reason we do this is because, well, one, kind of shocks the muscle a little bit. It's nice. It's a nice other compound movement, and this can also help with muscular imbalances. You got one shoulder that's a little bit weaker than the other. This can kind of help mitigate that a little bit. Because you notice sometimes if you got a dumbbell press and you're doing them simultaneously, one can probably be off from the other. So this will help just put all of the focus in one shoulder at a time, and that'll probably help you out in the long run. So we're going to go ahead and get started.
All right guys, we're moving on to the next exercise in this shoulder workout. This is a fun one because we're gonna do a tri-set. You know, whenever you have 2 exercises, superset. When you got more than 2, tri-set. More than 3, call that a giant set, but right now we got a nice tricep for you. We're gonna be doing some upright rows. So what that's gonna look like real quick, it's gonna be dragging this up right to under our chin. We're gonna be, pretend you're just pulling it with the elbows, you know, you're pulling it with those shoulders. That's what you wanna feel. And then we're gonna go straight into some front raises. Nice, just be able to focus on that front delt. Yeah, so we got 10 of those, and then we are gonna finish up with some plate shrugs. Now when you're doing these, we're gonna try to keep them out in front of us a little bit, and then just drag up and squeeze. You know, you'll see some people, they stand back here and they just do this little contraption. You're gonna get a lot more when you can like kind of pull and stretch those traps down and up and squeeze. So it's gonna be a doozy, it's gonna be fun. We got 10, 10, 10, and then we'll probably rest for about 60 seconds. We're gonna go through that 3 times, and then we'll show you guys the finisher. Let's go ahead and get after it.
You've been thunderstruck. Roll down the highway, broke the limit, we into town. Went through the Texas, yeah, Texas, and we had some fun. We met some girls, some dancers who gave a good time. Broke all the rules, played all the fools. Yeah, yeah, they blew a month. And I was shaking at the knees. Could I come again, please? Yeah, them ladies were too kind. You've been thunderstruck. Thunderstruck. Yeah, 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 thunderstruck. Thunderstruck. Now we shaking at the knees. Could I come again?
All right guys, so like we said in the beginning of this workout, we have 3 muscles in our shoulders. We got the front delt, the medial delt, and the rear delt. Well, we've been hitting a lot of front delt and medial delt, but now it's time to top it off for this workout with our rear delt. So what we're gonna do is we have 3 sets, 10 repetitions of face pulls. So when you're doing these, take your hands on the inside like this, and make sure you have the right weight on there because that's too heavy for us. Let's get that adjusted. All right, hands are on the inside. Now, you don't want to pull with your biceps. We're pulling with our shoulders. So pretend you're dragging it with your elbows, pulling it back towards your face. And when you get back here, you're gonna squeeze that rear delt. You're gonna do 10 reps of that, and then we're gonna go straight into these bands. Now, these bands, most gyms have bands. You know, if you don't, we can show you an alternative for it. But real quick, these bands, you can make it as hard or as easy as you want. The closer you are holding it, the harder it's gonna be. The farther you're out, the easier it's gonna be. So we wanna hold it to where it's difficult for us for about 10 reps. Hold it straight out, and when we pull, you're like pulling the rope like right towards the nipple level. And this is gonna really hit your rear delts really good. So we got 3 sets of 10, supersetted with this 3 sets of 10. Let's go ahead, burn out these rear delts, and make some natty gains.
Okay, just so we can get another alternative to our face pulls here, you can do this body weight wise as well. If you guys got like some TRX bars or excuse me, TRX bands around your gym or anything of the sort, what you can do is you can just use your body weight and the leverage as such. Just grab onto these guys right here. And you'll just kind of lean back. However, the more you lean back, the harder it's going to be. So what you're gonna do is, and try to keep the thumbs off there, put all the focus into your rear delts, and just pull yourself up.
All right, guys, that's our shoulder routine. We just took you through it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. You know, we got a couple presses in there. We hit our front, medial, and rear delt because we're making all kinds of natty gains. Give that workout a try. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Guys, I'm telling you, you got to start doing these little workouts to really think about that mind-muscle connection. Think about what you're doing. Go into the gym with a plan and have a plan in mind to succeed. You know, we want to set you up for success. So don't just go into the gym without a plan. You know, getnattygains.com. We're about to be live. I'm going to have plans for you. Or you guys can go check out Scott Herman's website at MuscularStrength.com. Have a link for you in the description below. Follow something that's going to keep you on track, keep you accountable, and keep you making the results that you want. Because we're in this to be forever changed. We don't just want one workout. We want to change the way we live with healthy habits, healthy lifestyles. So guys, stay tuned to Natty Gains for more content and awesomeness, and have a blessed day wherever you're at. Boom!